G'day, Steel Nation. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. You know what? We might be at the point where there's too much news. For months and months, we had nothing. Like June, July, barely anything. We're waiting for minicamp, OTAs, anything like that. Now I feel like we have more than enough, like way more than enough. So to start with, we have the big news that I wanted to talk about just quickly. The unfortunate news of Corey Trice getting injured yesterday, and he's now being placed on IR. So I think he's going to be out for the season. A lot of fans out there, and look, I was hoping as well. I was hoping we'd see something in preseason. I didn't watch too much of his highlights. I was only going off what Coach Tom was saying about being the avatar quarterback, working with JPJ, being a seventh rounder, hopefully having a shot. But now we can't see that because he's injured. So first of all was Alfonso Graham. He's out for the year, and by the way, he's been cut. So I don't know how that works because he's been cut from the team after being injured. Hopefully they still look after him. But now Trice with the injury too, and he's out for the season on IR. So there's so much going on. We had the JPJ and GP Pickens catch. There's just every day there's backs on backers. Darnell versus TJ. He won 2 reps. There's so much. It's insane. It's insane. So first of all, let's start with this. So Steelers this morning, we have signed Trenton Thompson. No idea who that guy is. And cornerback Isaiah Dunn as well. So 2 players. And they waived Alfonso Graham and they brought back, they waived Graham and they've placed Corey Trice on injured reserve. So it looks like that scenario last year when we had Calvin Austin go down, and probably the similar kind of thing where Corey Trice will miss the season and then come back next year in 2024. So that's unfortunate. That sucks, right? But the people who are there, what I've been hearing and watching Twitter highlights, reports, and that kind of stuff, I hear it's getting very physical. Very physical. And I want to talk about a few players. Well, let's choose 3 things. We'll choose 3 things. And first of all, I want to start with Darnell Washington. He's apparently been showing up in camp, and when the pads went on, he's been very physical, did the backs on backers, and he took on TJ Watt. Imagine Darnell Washington take on TJ Watt. Got a veteran guy that is TJ Watt and a big fella that is Darnell Washington. That is good to see. That is like, number 80, go take care of TJ Watt, like Tomlin said. Okay, and he won the 2 reps. That is awesome to see because in the run game, when he makes a team and he's going to be part of the line, that is Muth, and if Gentry's in there or if Darnell's in there, they're going to move this football forward. They definitely are. They're going to move this football forward by being physical. All off season, Omar Khan, everyone in the organization have been preaching physicality, and they're finally doing that. And only the highlights that I see through Twitter, it does feel like that new era, that new something about this team is like we're gonna tackle hard, we're gonna block hard, we're going to bring that energy and physicality to this team and bring that back, that Steel Curtain mentality back, that Blitzburg mentality back, and it's coming back, right? I want to focus on that. Darnell Washington, I think in 10 days' time, it's going to be awesome to see. We have the Hall of Fame game tomorrow, which is crazy. I will be live streaming that. I don't know if I'll be drinking sherbet yet or whatever. I'm going to have a few coffees and whatnot. It's my 10 a.m. So that is Browns versus Jets. Football's back. It's nuts. It's insane. So, and then after that, we have about a week after that on Friday is like the first game, Steelers versus Buccaneers, where we can sit down and really watch our team and see the 90 men start to turn into 53. But there's a lot of good things I've been hearing and seeing around in reports, and for all the reporters out there working overtime, I thank you for the Twitters, for the breakdowns, all that kind of stuff. There is that much news going on. It's really hard to focus on certain things. But there's another player I want to focus on, and that is a running back 3 position. And I believe that McFarland is carving himself out a role. He is. I think he's carving himself out a role. I saw one today. I believe he went down the field for like a 50-yard pass. He broke on one of the middle linebackers. Might have been Roberts or someone like that. I can't remember who it was. No, I think it was Quan Alexander. He versed Quan Alexander in a rep, went down the field, caught the football. He's got speed. He's agile. We're starting to see McFarland finally get the juice behind him and become a football player. And that's why. And I'm excited to see him play in preseason because the Steelers got to find their running back number 3. And I feel like McFarland can be that guy in the locker room. So he's fun to watch. What else do we see, though? We see more improvements from Kenny Pickett. They keep saying he can't throw the deep ball. They keep saying, he's got picks. He's got the 8 TDs, the 9 picks, and he's just going to be an average player. I don't see it. I see someone who's checked in. I see Kenny Pickett who's ready to go, up and raring, firing on all cylinders, that he's a leader of this team. All the players like him. They back him. They're saying he's going to be a star for this team. He doesn't have to be great, just needs to be good and work his way into greatness. But his work ethic is unbelievable. Kenny Pickett right now, I see out there throwing dimes, getting the huddle ready together, learning the playbook, throwing over the middle too. We saw Deontay Johnson yesterday, I believe. Oh, sorry, today. I can't keep up. There's that much going on. Saw Deontay Johnson work the middle of the field. I believe that Kenny Pickett's going to work the middle of the field with Muth too. Man, Najee had a day too. I was reading reports too that Najee had a good day running the football in 7 shots. They're running into the end zone. This season, I think the running game is going to be fantastic. Like the fact that McFarland's now starting to pick up reps and become a valuable player towards his squad. The fact that the offense got bigger, better, stronger, or faster, better, stronger, right? That Jones is working his way into, and Danmore won't quit from his job. James Daniels and Mason Cole, they're all buying in. Mason Cole was on an interview too, and he's buying in, talking about the confidence. This team just feels different. This team just feels like they can run the rock, they can score points, and we've got to wait to see it, but it definitely does feel different. So I'm excited for that, for Najee to run behind a good offensive line, and he should have a breakout season, along with Jalen Warren and running back number 3. But guys, let me know in the comments below if I've missed anything. There's probably a ton of things that I've missed. This will be a short episode today. I wanted to get out there, just try and catch up. Basically, when I see stuff like this, and I did the interview today with my mate, Edgar. I did my interview with my mate, Edgar, today. If you can, go back and watch the live stream of that. It was a fantastic interview. Super fan that he's from Mexico. He lives in Toronto now. He's a great bloke. It was an absolute honor to do an interview with this fella. It was so fun. He made in tribute, get this. If you didn't see the live, I'll go over it just quickly. In tribute to Troy, this fella here, Edgar, he made this picture out of all the jerseys that he owns. Isn't that insane? I think it's absolutely unbelievable, right? We talk about the George Pickens insane catch. The fandom this guy has from his black and gold heart is unbelievable. It's unmatched. He made this jersey out of all the jerseys that he owns in tribute to Troy, 43. And then he also got him to sign the picture and say hello to him too. So there's a lot going on, guys, for Steeler Nation. This is the most pumped up, hyped up I've ever been. Hope you guys are as well. This is going to be a good year, man. Honestly, you look at the offense, you look at everything should be fine. I think we'll be better with Matt Canada. I feel like they can score points. I feel like the team is getting it. Robinson's getting it. Pickens has got that dog in him, Deontay's going to bounce back. There's so many players who want the football and who can move the football down the field. Then on defense, everything's shoring up. Yes, it does suck to lose Trice and guys like that. Kazi's still in a walking boot or getting back. I think Leal had something with a niggling injury, stuff like that. But it's good to see the team all buying in. And the fact is, when the Steelers play Buccaneers on I think August 11th, I get to see that on my 9 a.m. next Friday or 10 days away or whenever it may be, Saturday or whatnot. I'm checked into. I hope you guys are checked into. Hope you guys are subbed, notified, all that stuff. There's something about this team this year that we can win games and go on a playoff run because Kenny is really turning the football over, and I mean in a good way. Like throwing the football down the field. There's talk on the football. There's power. He's got power, confidence. He's leading the team down there. He's signing autographs, and there's something in the air that something feels different. And a lot of NFL analysts right now are talking about the Steelers. They weren't talking about the Steelers 2 or 3 months ago. They just weren't doing that. Now, the bookies still think we're going to be 4th. Doesn't matter. This team feels special. And once we get through the training camp and we see the players progress in the preseason, they get to the final 53. It's going to be fun to watch, man. It's going to be fun. Anyways, that's kind of the news today. I wanted to, give a shout out to my mate Edgar. He's awesome. One of the greatest fans that I've ever met in my life. And also, it does suck to see Corey Trice on season-ending injury. So hopefully he can bounce back next year and have a time. But we did sign Trenton Thompson and Isaiah Dunn. It's going to be fun to find out their stories going into the rest of the camp. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Enjoy the rest of your night.